Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another showcase for you today in the Fossil Cup, looking at a really cool Pokemon Lycanroc, and that was a super fast game. I guess the opponent did not feel confident in winning that one. But yeah, this trainer does have a YouTube channel, so the link will be in the description down below. So yeah, we're taking a look at a really cool team, Pelipper with Lycanroc and Lucario. So double weak to fighting in the back, but Pelipper can answer those fighting types really well. And this Lucario does have close combat, so really cool moveset. Of course, Pelipper definitely doing well here. It's going to go ahead and go for the Weather Ball. It did have to shield that Shadow Ball. I mean, that would have done a tremendous amount to the Pelipper. So Pelipper will be able to win that matchup very nice. We'll see what comes in now. It is going to be Registeel. Okay, so Registeel certainly can't farm down, but we do see a switch into Lucario, and that was a great swap because you have two answers to that Registeel later on, right? You do have a Lycanroc that can do super effective counter damage plus debuff that Registeel with Psychic Fang. So we do see a Shadow Ball, and Arachnoid is not going to go ahead and shield that. So going to go ahead and go for the Bubble Beam. There you're going to just try and debuff this Lucario. We're going to go ahead and go for another attack. And this is going to be a Bubble Beam. The beautiful thing about running Close Combat is there's really no bait. Yes, Close Combat is technically faster to get to the Shadow Ball by one counter, but it's still not really a bait. You really don't want to go for the Close Combat to debuff yourself, right? So we're going to see a switch into the Pelipper. Going to go ahead and go for the Weather Ball. We'll see if the opponent decides to shield this Weather Ball. They actually do shield it, and they save that going into the Registeel. So the Registeel will be hit with this Weather Ball right now. So Weather Ball coming out, and that will connect. I think the Registeel can just go for a Focus Blast and either KO it or get it in lockdown range. We'll see. No, just going for the Zap Cannon. Just going to go ahead and go for the straight guaranteed KO. Going to go ahead and go for the Close Combat right now. So this Close Combat will be enough to KO, and Registeel goes down. The opponent expecting a Power Punch, not shielding that, and Lucario will be able to farm down. So again, the beautiful thing about running Close Combat is there's no bait. So if they call the bait, they're not going to be bait. You're going to get the move through. Moving on, we do have a good matchup. Pelipper into Poliwrath. They switch into Slowking. Oh my gosh, I love this spice. We do see a switch into Lycanroc. Of course, counter attacks going to be resisted by the Psychic type Pokemon. We're going to see a shield right now. Of course, Lycanroc does have Crunch, but are we going to see a bait? I'm going to go ahead and farm up a lot. No, just going to go ahead and go for the Crunch. I mean, Lycanroc can get to another Crunch, so I guess it really doesn't have to bait. Oh, and the opponent does not shield. That is a beautiful call not to bait there. I thought the opponent was going to go ahead and shield. We're going to see a Psychic Fangs that will be super effective, as well as debuffing the Poliwrath, and able to get to another Psychic Fangs. This is going to KO the Poliwrath. So Lycanroc will be able to KO the Poliwrath. Very nice. The opponent still has two shields. Oh my gosh, Lucario coming in. I guess in this situation you would prefer Power Up Punch because you just want to ramp up counter, but either way the opponent will concede. That was going to be a good game no matter what. Moving on, we don't have the best answer in the lead, so you could switch into Lycanroc. They're going to go ahead and switch into Lucario, both doing super effective damage towards each other, right? But the Lycanroc can debuff the Lucario with that attack. They're going to go ahead and go for a Power Punch. Will the Lycanroc shield this though? Do they live it? I think they live it. They barely live it. And oh my gosh, did the Lycanroc lag a little bit? It looked like maybe it lagged, which is unfortunate. Not really sure, but either way, Registeel comes in now. The opponent does have alignment, which is really bad. We're going to see a Weather Ball come out, and just going to go ahead and just, connect. And they're going to go ahead and go for a Zap Cannon, which will KO the Pelipper. So we're going to put everything on Lucario. Hopefully Lucario can pick up this win, but it's a Pelipper. I mean, you definitely have to go for Shadow Balls. You don't want to debuff yourself, right? So we're going to see a shield right now, but the opponent definitely just has to safely shield. Unless if they call the bait, which, I mean, as I said, there's no bait on this Lucario, so it's just going to go straight Shadow Ball, and they do go ahead and shield it, and yeah, that's going to be a good game. Not going to be able to win that, but that is okay. We're going to go ahead and move into the next battle. Pelipper into Quillfish. Wow, I haven't seen a Quillfish. Very cool Pokemon. Sludge Wave will do a lot to Pelipper. Isn't this just an Aqua Tail? I feel like this is too fast. It could be a Fell Sting, I guess. It is just an Aqua Tail, so Pelipper able to take that very nicely. Gonna go ahead and overfarm quite a bit. Actually, just gonna go ahead and go straight for the Hurricane. Not gonna bait. Let's see if the opponent decides to shield this one. Oh my gosh, they let it go. They call the Weather Ball bait. Out comes this Wolverine. Out comes Lycanroc. this should be a good game because you have Lucario to handle that Walrein later on. We do see the Psychic Fangs coming out. That's going to get the no shield, and the opponent will concede that game. Yes, so well played. Going to go ahead and move up in the rankings, almost at ace. That is what I'm talking about. That is amazing. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. We do have the Pelipper lead into Blastoise. Okay. Okay, we'll see how this matchup goes. The Water Guns are still doing a lot, even though Pelipper resists them. They're going to be able to go for an attack. It's just going to be a Hydro Cannon, but it's still going to do a lot. So yeah, going to go ahead and shield that. Going to overfarm quite a bit. Going for the bait right now. Let's see if the Blastoise decides to shield this or if they let it go. And they do shield it, so beautiful. Shield bait, come on. Oh, can't get to it. But Pelipper should be able to survive one Hydro Cannon, so it should be able to get to the Hurricane, I think. Yeah, definitely can get to the Hurricane. Able to get to it, very nice. So this is either going to get the final shield from the opponent or KO that Blastoise. I think the Hurricane will be enough to KO, but the Blastoise will shield it. Out comes Lucario, so Lucario may be going for that counter down. It does have to shield this because Lucario cannot take many hits. So it is going to go ahead and shield that. In comes, ooh, Barbarical? Barbarical is the pre-evolution. Barbarical, I think it is. But going for that Shadow Ball, that will be enough to KO. The Close Combat would have KO'd as well, but not wanting to debuff itself, because if Lucario debuffed itself, it probably would have went down to those Water Guns. So beautiful play to go ahead and go for that Shadow Ball. And now you can go for Close Combat into this Ferrothorn, and that will KO the beautiful shiny Ferrothorn. And that is going to be a great game. Very well played to both trainers. Let's go ahead. I'm hoping we see ace rank in this video. Pelipper into Jellicent. Okay, this team does struggle against Jellicent. You do have the crunch with Lycanroc, which is good. Pelipper also has play against Jellicent. Lucario does as well because of Shadow Ball, so I guess there's play here, but generally it's not the greatest matchup. But I'm going to go ahead and go straight for the Hurricane. We'll see if the opponent decides to shield. Oh my gosh, they call it. So Pelipper able to win this matchup because, yeah, I mean, Pelipper is such a great Pokemon because you never know. Do you shield the bait? You don't want to shield the bait, right? So do you shield thinking it's the Hurricane, or do you call it thinking it's the Weather Ball? But it looks like we have a Lycanroc mirror match. You don't see that every day, but that is so cool. Lycanroc going to go ahead and give up a shield right now. Going to be the Psychic Fangs. Now we're going to see a Psychic Fangs from this Lycanroc right now. Will guarantee the debuff from the opposing Lycanroc, and the opposing Lycanroc will shield and switch out into Swampert. Swampert is continuing to farm up, so we're going to see a Psychic Fangs come in right now. Okay, very nice. Oh, okay, it looks like it was CMP. Does Lycanroc win CMP against Swampert? I didn't know that, but that's okay. Lycanroc is going to go ahead and go down, and Pelipper is coming in. It's not going to be able to farm down, though. Well, let's see how much this Hydro Cannon does, because this Hydro Cannon will probably do a good amount, almost KOing it, actually. Yeah, you can't farm down, so you do have to switch out. That was a great play, banking that Weather Ball. That was a really good play. Lycanroc will be able to get off what I assume to be a Psychic Fangs, as it is. But that is going to be a good game. Both go down, and there's still a Pelipper chilling in the background. So really well played. Moving on, Pelipper into Lucario. We have a good matchup here. And of course, the backline with the counter damage is also good against Lucario. So they're going to go ahead and switch, and now we're going to see this Lucario come in. Another beautiful thing about running Close Combat is it will be enough to KO the Registeel, but unfortunately Registeel gets to the Zap Cannon first. So now we could still see an overfarm. We can still see some lag here. Oh my gosh, that weak connection preventing Lucario from getting off an attack, so forcing it to use 2 shields. So that's really unfortunate. So we're going to see a Shadow Ball. I wonder if we could have seen a farm down. Probably not. But either way, we're going to see a Shadow Ball that will KO the Registeel. In comes Lucario. Lucario will go ahead and throw an attack, but if they don't have Close Combat, it will be hit with Close Combat. Actually going to go ahead and go for the switch right now. So saving that Close Combat, going to go ahead and go for the Weather Ball. Almost at 2, I think. Are they at 2? We're going to see more weak connection during the battle. We're going to see a Weather Ball, though, coming in from Pelipper. And will the Pelipper decide to shield this? Will they let it go? They do go ahead and shield it. And we're going to see an attack come in. Definitely going to be a Shadow Ball because this will be enough to KO the Pelipper. Shadow Ball coming out. In comes Lycanroc. Lycanroc able to farm down, get ahead on energy. We do see a Swampert come in. Going to go ahead and go for the Psychic Fangs. And Lucario has a Shadow Ball banked, doesn't it? So this should be a win here. We're going to see this Hydro Cannon come out. This is going to KO the Lycanroc, but it doesn't really matter. Well, actually, it didn't have the Shadow Ball banked, but it had the Close Combat banked, which is still plenty of damage and enough to KO the Swampert. So very well played to both trainers there. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. We do have the Pelipper to the Registeel, so a bad matchup. But again, you do have 2 responses, so we're going to see the Lycanroc come in right now. They're going to go ahead and switch into the Swampert. Going to go ahead and go straight Crunch, maybe hoping for the debuff. We'll see. The opponent does not shield it, no debuff there. I think Lycanroc maybe could win if it double shields this matchup, but it's always unfortunate going down 2 shields, but we'll see. They're going to be able to, they just get to another one right now. Oh no, the Lycanroc able to get off the move first. That's right, I guess Lycanroc wins CMP against Swampert. Yeah, it does. I didn't know that, as I mentioned already, but that's okay. We're going to see this Hydro Cannon come in. Just going to let it go. Could have one switch there, but I'm going to get ahead on energy with Pelipper, which is very nice. In comes Registeel. Going to go ahead and go for the Weather Ball. Probably switching out into Lucario after this Weather Ball. No, just going to stay in. Going to let the Pelipper go. Okay, maybe going to let the Pelipper go and rely on Lucario. Yep. So Pelipper will go down. And in comes Lucario, and they're going to go ahead and switch into another Water-type Politoed. I was thinking they probably had another Water-type. I was thinking Jellicent, but Politoed works as well. So going for that Close Combat, and they don't shield it, calling the Power Up Punch. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a win now for Lucario. They needed to shield that. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a win, because you just shield this. There's no way Registeel can farm down. And you just farm down with Lucario, and that's going to be a great game. Very well played. So that's another benefit, yet another benefit of Close Combat, right? Because you don't charge up for the Shadow Ball. They're thinking, okay, they don't have enough for Shadow Ball, just the Power Punch. Lo and behold, it is a Close Combat. So I have been shielding when they get to 7, because it takes 7 counters to get to Close Combat. If they get to 7 and throw, I'm thinking it's a Close Combat, because if they had Power Punch, they would charge up for the Shadow Ball, right? So it makes sense to go ahead and shield if they go up to 7, if you would get KO'd from Close Combat at least. We're going to go ahead and see this weather, this Hurricane, and that will get the shield, so Jellicent is going to be able to win that matchup, but we do see a switch from out of that Pelipper, and fortunately just going to be a Bubble Beam. Even though it's super effective, it's a weak move, and they do get to another move. Now, I'm not counting, I don't know if they're at the Shadow Ball, and it looks like they are not, or either that or they're going to go ahead and go for the bait. We're going to see a bait right now with Psychic Fangs, hoping to pick up the shield, trying to soften up that Jellicent a little bit. And unfortunately, the Jellicent does not shield. It probably was feeling pretty good after those multiple debuffs. We're going to see another Bubble Beam, not enough to KO, but this Lycanroc can get off a Crunch. And this Crunch is going to KO, so there goes Jellicent. They're going to let it go. Jellicent did its job, though. In comes Arachnoid. Arachnoid is a good Pokemon. I haven't seen it too much, to be honest, in this meta, but it's not that bad. So we're going to see an attack come in. Going to be a Bubble Beam. Yep, going to be a Bubble Beam. Just going to go ahead and go for the debuffs. Okay, yeah, definitely going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Balls, of course. So we're going to see a Shadow Ball coming out right now. And that will get the shield. Trying to get to one more. Oh, they get off the Bubble Beam first, which is really unfortunate. That's going to debuff the Lucario. Not going to go ahead and shield that. So nice call there, but will again debuff the Lucario. Oh, a little bit of an overfarm. Going to go ahead and shield this one now. This is going to be another Bubble Beam, but wow, that Lucario is really, really debuffed, which you hate to see. We're going to see an attempted catch, not able to catch. Well, actually, maybe, I guess it wasn't an attempted catch. I guess it was to reset the debuff. But the opponent actually pulls a really nice switch, and you got to go for the Close Combat. The opponent caught. I didn't even see that Stun Fist come in. So Close Combat will KO, but the Arachnoid comes in, farms down, and Lycanroc goes down, and that will be it for this one. Congratulations on Ace. I'll see you in the next battle. Have a good day. Bye.